Dr. John Bergman. This is part 2. To go to part 1, go to
DCS Experience. Click below. So we got well, let's do the website with corrective care chiropractors, and really promote our kind of chiropractic, because I mean, if somebody wants to focus their practice on a low back pain practice and they want to become medipractors, I mean, I'm not totally, I mean, if that's what they want to do, great, but don't hold the rest of us back that really want to push this profession forward for what chiropractic really is, which is extending life by preventing spinal degeneration. I mean, that's not rocket science. Improving life by decreasing nerve interference, and the preservation of health. That's what chiropractic is really about.
It's so limiting to talk about pain.
God.
Because it's like,
and it's almost, to me, it's almost like so moronic.
Yeah.
What are you talking about sex now?
Yeah, well, you figure even bad sex is still pretty good. Even a sucky chiropractic adjustment's going to get you out of pain.
Right.
And so that's foolish, because it's so. I mean, what's your patient visit average going to be if you're into pain?
Right.
20,
6 or
30.
7.
Yes.
Well, if you're a good chiropractor, you get me out of pain in 6 or 7 visits.
Oh God, you're not saving that person's life.
No.
I mean, hell, I learned
And you're not changing their paradigm, because part of the whole thing is you got to bring them in slowly and almost indoctrinate them into a completely different level of thinking. That's why you do all the education every week.
Yeah, well, that's I don't take Medicare insurance at all either, because that was completely unethical for me.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, if you look at Medicare, and I actually had a discussion with a 90-year-old patient 2 weeks ago. You get 12 visits a year. They only pay for acute injuries. So, and this is like 17 years ago. I got a World War II patient. He rolled a Jeep. He was driving with Patton. Okay, in Patton's column, World War II hero.
Yeah.
And for me to take his insurance, I would have to put, he hurt himself vacuuming or lifting groceries or something ridiculous. And I can't lie.
Right.
I like that.
I know. I got it, man.
And then you get 12 visits for
Plus, you're selling out to the system. Is what
Oh,
you're
good
doing.
God. Yeah. And that was the toughest thing when I shift from insurance, prostitution to cash.
So you don't take any insurance at all anymore?
If they're out of network, not really. They got to pay up front, and then they might get
everybody's
reimbursed.
out of network anymore for me. I mean, I'm not in any networks.
No, I'm not in any network.
I'm not going to sell my soul to some freaking insurance
No,
company.
they got to prepay first, and they might get reimbursed. I don't know.
And I can see it probably within the next couple of years, everybody's just going to get super bills and let them deal with their own. I mean, why do we have to carry the weight of their friggin' bullshit insurance? Whatever got that in the game,
Yeah, no.
I think that's just probably part of the whole.
Well, plus too, I mean, on my report of findings, I'm absolutely honest. If they've got grade 1 arthritis, I'm saying, look, man, to get it corrected, you're looking at 12 to 18 months.
Yeah, I mean, why is that so? People throw, daggers at me because I see people for extended periods of time. It's like, you wouldn't go to the gym and weigh 400 pounds and expect to lose the weight in 6 visits to the gym. Why isn't it any different for a corrective care chiropractor?
Well, yeah. When are you done eating healthy? When are you done working out at the gym? When are you done getting your nervous system checked? No, this is a life style. This is
and I have, maybe when I was first in practice, I really didn't own it to the degree that I own it now, and that's one of the beauties about being in practice for 30 years is that it's like you have a total 100% certainty of what you're talking to people about, what you're communicating to people, and there's just never any question. And people will pick up on that.
They have to, and that's what makes, like, the report of findings, the conversions. When I talk about conversions, it's not just doing a financial. You're converting that person's mind into a lifestyle that they live their life through the nervous system.
Which it isn't rocket science, dude.
It's not. It's so simple. The message is simple. And if you realize that your body, it's like if somebody has a swollen joint, I'll tell them increase the inflammation, and they'll give me this like, what? Inflammation's bad? I think no, that's the healing response.
Right.
That's how your body regenerates. It's so simple to understand how the system works.
Yeah, because you said that earlier, and I go, maybe you just meant decrease the inflammation. So you're saying increase inflammation.
I don't know. What happens when you cut yourself? It inflames.
Right.
Yeah, what happens if you're...
That's just bring healing energy in.
Exactly.
Right.
If you're doing an adjustment and you want to reverse degenerative arthritis at the disc level, if you want to regrow, okay, the disc, you're going to cause an inflammatory response to the disc.
Of course.
I mean, it's brilliant. That's how the body works. And when I tell the patients, I said, yeah, I'm going to... if I do the adjustment right, I'm walking a thin line between causing too little inflammation and not getting a correction, or too much and causing discomfort.
So you don't recommend people use ice unless there may be an excruciating pain after an adjustment?
Yeah, even that. I'd rather have them use movement.
Okay, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
And then what's your opinion on taking fish oils?
Fantastic.
Okay.
Any kind of omega-3 is a plant-based, algae-based omega-3, excellent, because the fish, it's hard to find a good source. If you get something microfiltered, northern caught, small fish, but even that, the planet's getting a little on the toxic side.
Right. And then, so in your practice, you do a lot of ancillary type teaching, which would probably put us into the mixer category. What's your whole opinion about the mixer straight kind of thing?
Well, if teaching's mixing, then BJ is just, big mixer.
Yeah.
The only therapies I'll use is I've got a traction section on my Omni drop table. That's about as, I'll distract the joint, particularly if it's a swollen disc or herniated disc. And during a drop adjustment, extremely aggressive to cause inflammation. And, I hardly ever use my hot pack. I've got one, but I don't even think I got an ice pack.
No, but I mean, as far as teaching them nutrition and
oh, good God, you have to.
Right.
You have to. That's not mixing.
Oh, we got some guys that, just adjust Atlas and then...
Well, Atlas is good, but I think it's connected to other things.
If you want to do that, that's great. I mean, I'd rather get people healthier lifestyle.
Oh, the education. Most of the advertisements on radio, TV, everything, it's all drug company. If you're not educating the patients, you're not even a quarter of the way there. You give them an exercise and don't explain why they're doing the exercise, you're doing a massive disservice to the patient. If you don't explain that the body's constantly regenerating itself, the patient doesn't get it. If you just say, yeah, I'm going to adjust you,
I think people expect more today, too.
Oh, they get more, too.
Right.
I spend about 1.5 to 2 minutes per patient. Yeah. That's a long friggin' time.
I know, me too.
And that's all but after that 1.5 to 2 minutes, there's got to be education. That's why we've got a lending library, we've got books. When I first was in practice, we used to, because I had so few videos, we would, it's going to blow up in a second. No, don't worry.
Do we need parachutes?
That's why when I first started in practice, I only had about 10 videos.
Uh-huh.
And most of them would be like on high blood pressure or arthritis or pain. And I would pass out my videos as a video card. So if somebody came in and they said, oh, I wanted to refer you, my brother's got high blood pressure, I want to refer you, my coworker has carpal tunnel, no problem, here's a video on it.
Perfect.
Once you do a video, you establish yourself as the expert in that field.
Right.
Yeah. So,
so how many different videos do you have then? You probably have just a boatload, huh?
A bit over 500.
Wow.
Yeah. But, and the patients are the ones that drew me into it.
Yeah.
If they say, my brother was just diagnosed with a positive HLA-B27. And I'm going, God, I kind of remember that from school.
Right.
I could maybe answer it on a multiple guess question list. But, to really find out what it's from,
you got to research it.
You got to research it.
Right.
And, when they're asking me about cancer therapies, I don't know, I'll get back to you. And so I would. Well, my crew, they spurred me on to give in a lot because they were asking, or, they were asked questions. Should I just stop my blood pressure medications? What do I do for indigestion? What do I do for this? So at lunchtime, we train 3 days a week from 1 to 1:45, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And we started anatomy classes for my team. And I explained to him that digestion first begins with your nose, and then that triggers a signal to the brain to form a certain acid, and then, you know, and they were going nuts. They were writing notes. They said, "Oh my God, you got to put this on a video." People would, and I really, you know, this is like basic anatomy stuff.
Right.
The stuff I used to teach at Cleveland, and that took off. If I mean, the doctors that are listening now, man, do a video on anatomy and physiology. People eat it up like crazy to learn how your body
And they could
works.
go to your channel and they could see how to do. Yeah, I mean, nothing's stopping them. I mean,
oh, geez,
right.
I'll even give them the videos.
Right,
I mean, we've got a couple of sites.
All right, so what were we just talking about? Renaissance after the Black Plague.
That's exactly what's happening now.
I know.
50% of the kids got a chronic illness or disease, cancer running rampant, everybody hell in a handbasket, Ebola's going to take over the world.
Is that still, they still bumping that? I don't watch the news, so I don't know. Is that still going on?
Oh, it's awesome. I just finished a talk on Ebola, and if you look at the American media...
Can we put the link there for it?
Oh, yeah.
Can we do that now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, my techno doc that works with me, he'll get it up. But it's kind of cool because American media... Well, get the link.
Great. Okay. So they can click some.
And it's wild. You're talking 30,000 people, 90%, death rate, and all. And I'm going, really? And the way you look at it is look at the American, propaganda or news, and then look at their links, and then look at their links, and then look at the local papers, and then you start to find out the truth.
Right.
And the truth is that they're passing out T-shirts that say Ebola is real in Monrovia, the capital of Liberia, and you're thinking, well, why do you got to advertise if it's a panic? If it's a pandemic, panic, death everywhere, bodies stacked up like cordwood, none of that stuff's true.
Right.
They haven't had a case in 5 weeks in Lufa, which is the epicenter of the epidemic. The World Health Organization.
And they haven't really isolated the virus in any of the people that supposedly died from the disease either, have they?
No, there's no test that shows you have it, actually. Right. They're using that PCR test, and that one's not even that accurate.
Right.
The trip is they've stopped it in Nigeria. They've stopped it in Senegal.
Yeah.
Okay, but they're not doing it with hazmat suits.
What have they
vaccines.
stopped? What are you saying?
What have they stopped? Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
You're talking.
They stopped something that never was.
There's dengue fever, yellow fever. You're talking tuberculosis.
Yeah.
Can simulate symptoms. Malaria can simulate symptoms. Yeah. None of that stuff's accurate.
Cheers.
What are you guys taking pictures of?
We're doing a video.
Oh, video. Oh, like a commercial kind of thing? No.
YouTube stuff.
It's like
Yeah, crazy.
He's got 40,000 followers on YouTube. So.
Who, you?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Big deal.
he's big time.
You're a big deal, for sure.
Well, no, it's the information that's a big deal.
Yes,
I'm
well,
just the
chiropractic
talking head.
is where it's at. I've
Right.
done it, you need it.
It's better than taking drugs, don't you think?
Yeah, you're gonna take it too.
Well, did we talk about this already? I find it almost amusing that people would even have a discussion. Like there was something on me, somebody had posted about me seeing kids for ADHD, and I don't diagnose kids with ADHD. I just take care of him like I take care of him. And now he's doing better. He doesn't need to be on meds. But it's funny to me that chiropractors would even have. I don't know. I just don't think of myself as being, like you said, I don't think I'm anything special or anything. It's just like, why do I even register on their friggin' radar?
How could you not treat a kid with that misdiagnosis?
Well, here's the deal. I don't personally feel chiropractors treat anything. What we do is we just establish a normal, healthy environment for the body, so it's not going to have disease and dysfunction.
Oh my God. The misdiagnosis of ADHD.
No, it's a joke.
Sympathetic dominance.
Right, exactly.
We work with the nervous system, get them out, they're better. The stuff that drives me crazy is when you get the kids in with cancer, or they've got pending amputations, or they've got, forget the neurologic damage with the autism. What's a trip is when you get a normal kid, the parents aren't vaccinated, the kid was born at home, there's no vaccines, totally different.
Right.
They've got a different body posture,
a
different gait.
aura, dude. There's an aura around those kind of people.
Completely different. It's a blast. That's human being potential.
Right. But don't you find it a little weird that like you said, we're just regular guys, and you just feel people like have the time to even waste time on people like you and I. I mean, we're just trying to help other people, and if you don't like what we're saying, go to the CVS fan page or the.
No, what you're saying is a trash in a belief system,
right?
And it's not medicine; it's a religion. You know, what do people say when they don't get? You know, have you had your flu shot? Typical, it's I don't believe in it.
Do people really still get flu shots?
Oh, buddy, like you can't friggin'
That
believe.
is like got to be one of the most almost. I want to say moronic. I can't think of a better word. Thing to actually believe in.
Wait, what did you just say?
Moronic.
No, believe in.
Believe in, right?
Yeah, it's a belief system. That's why you're getting crucified, because you're attacking a belief system. It's not science. If you said, "Oh yeah, I'm taking this flu shot because I read the package and said it doesn't help against the flu,"
right?
You know, and I looked up FDA.gov site for the neoplastic cell growth medium that the sucker's grown in and found out it's cancer-causing cells. So it doesn't help, and it's full of cancer-causing cells. I want that injected in me? No. If you do this crap with thought, if you live your life with awareness,
right?
Okay, then you're just trying to wake people up with a little bit of awareness.
Okay, now this may sound a little bit of conspiracy, but you know me, that's sort of conspiracy with a lot of the stuff I talk about. You'd almost think that there was like a depopulation agenda.
But you know, every time I hear that stuff, I got like personal that I shut off. But you keep hearing the same message, and you keep seeing things that are not life affirming, that are more disease that are propagated. There's more validation, okay, that there's something designed to keep people sick or ignorant than there is keeping people healthy and not. And that's
aware,
a fact.
And vibrant.
Yeah, the purpose behind
and free.
that. Exactly. If the purpose behind that is, you know, population control, or if it's just ignorance, whatever it is, it's going to be the same end result. People are dying faster than they're, you know, than they're having life-affirming practices. But we're going to stop that. We're going to change that.
No, I know we are. And if people don't want to follow us and follow what we're trying to get them to understand, I mean, like, and you're a little bit more loving than I am. I'm not going to sit there. I'm not going to sit there and wait in my lifeboat for these people that are just dragging their feet to get in. I mean, it's like we can't. I mean, for me, there's so many people out there to save, and you know, to try to appease everybody, it's just not going to happen.
If I get somebody that doesn't get the big picture, that, you know, a few years ago, had a patient with MS. Okay, now we're extremely effective on correcting MS. And she takes this, and I'm giving the report of findings. I mean, inspired, divine. I mean, Sigafus took over my soul. And she picks up the report and says, "Well, I'll let you know. I'm going to get my opinion from my medical doctor." And I go, "Are you nuts?" He doesn't know the nervous system. He doesn't know. He thinks you got a degenerative condition that I don't know, you inherited, or it's genetic, or some freaking thing. He doesn't know anything about genetic expression.
Right.
So I felt like I totally failed that patient because I didn't connect with them. I didn't connect with their belief system and wasn't able to convert them. So they're gonna die. Okay, and that's heart-wrenching for me because it's. I think it's my fault.
Right.
That I didn't do the research. I didn't do the.
You did the research though.
Well, research where I can understand it, but we got to take this Latin terms, you know, that you know, multiple areas of hardening of the nervous system, okay, condition of multiple sclerosis, okay, and convert it into English, in 7th grade English at that, so that people
7th grade. Well, I think it's more like 2nd grade, pal. And you're talking to somebody that has the attention span of a hummingbird.
Yeah.
It's getting harder and harder with the way people are being almost inflicted with electronic behavior, where their attention spans are just decreasing every year.
That's the highest viewed videos that you can produce, and this is what every chiropractor's got to do. I don't care if you're camera shy or anything. YouTube is the 2nd largest search engine around. It's your responsibility to shoot 3 to 4 minute videos on patients that you have, rants, science, anything.
Here comes our food.
Got to do it.
Yeah, I got some food for you. Okay, enchiladas.
Right here.
Okay. Slide one
Oh my God, that
in.
looks good.
That white dish is very hot, so be careful. I have a quesadilla with avocado. Okay.
Mole?
Yep.
Oh, perfect.
And then I have a holy smokes bowl.
Oh, smokes.
And I have one more enchilada coming up. I'll be right back.
Oh, good. Okay. You know, when people say I recommend a plant-based diet,
Yeah.
they say I don't like salads. Look at this.
Or vegan, plant-based enchiladas.
Oh yeah, that does not suck.
Gluten-free, I think. Isn't it, Jane? We don't know.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's end this thing so we can eat. Is there anything else we should do on this? So your channel again is
John B. Chiro, and then
on YouTube.
On YouTube, and if the Chiros want to know how to expand into a worldwide market, go to skypackage.com. And if you want help with your videos, go to ultimatemarketingsite.com. And if you want to see a totally cool site that you can get 7 days for free, get all my videos, go to owners-guide.com. And then I got the other one, Bergen Chiropractic.
Beautiful. Let me go over my stuff. So we've got the YouTube channel is DCS Experience. We also have CalJam or caljam.org, which is our huge seminar that you go to every year, which the public's welcome to come to. It's an amazing event with music and great speakers. We've got Facebook, we've got Billy DeMoss, and we also have Dead Chiropractic Society for the Chiropractors, which is off the Dead Poet Society. I was a huge fan of Robin Williams, still am. We also have, what else do we have on YouTube? I think that's it, California Jam on YouTube, or on Facebook, sorry.
Chiros and Cars.
And we got Chiros and Cars on YouTube. I really thank you for taking the time out of your day to come hang out with us.
It's my honor, man.
All right. God bless you. Give me a hug.
God bless you too.
All right. We're going to save the world whether you scragglers want to jump on board and jump in the life bowl or not. So if we're out, we're going to eat now.
This is Dr. John Bergman. This is part 2. To go to part 1, go to
DCS Experience, click below.